guys, welcome back. My name is Fenway Jones, and I will be running Dead Men Feel No Cold for this adventuring slot. And it is actually an adventure that I wrote myself for ZegeCon in Michigan. But our players are going to introduce themselves again for those of you who have been here, and then for those of you that are just joining for the first time. So we'll start on this side. Introduce yourself and your character.
I'm Larry Hamilton, and I am playing Thorpus Ironhand, Dwarven Fighter.
Hello again, I am Alex Gygax, youngest of the Gygax clan. I am continuing on with my human barbarian, who was named Brold the Brash.
Yes.
Level 9 now, so let's smash some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm Mark, CMG Clover, and I am playing the Dwarven Cleric that I've leveled up to 9th. I'm afraid that removes the name skid marks from him, so someone else will have to name me again. So.
I'm John. I am playing Kathleen Kenlow, Champion of Illustrate. He is a cleric of the Light Domain, and he is a good Samaritan. He will help anybody in need.
I'm Travis Taube, GM Travis on Twitter. I'm going to be playing Torvon Frostbeard. He's a dwarf cleric.
I am Bill Allan of the Bill Allan, and I am playing Wakuda, who, if you watched the last game, was just an NPC, but now I'm playing him. And he's level 9, which is a new thing too. So he's an older and stronger and more charismatic Wakuda. And he wears clothes.
Perfect. All right, so the adventure starts off. You are in the yawning portal of Waterdeep. So if you were listening in the last game, I think there was a trade wars with Waterdeep. But now you're here, and you are all sitting at a table in the tavern with whatever drinks you would have bought, and kind of just talking to each other, getting to know each other, when this 12-year-old-ish looking boy runs into the tavern, and he's very sweaty, he looks out of breath, and he sits there, breathes heavily for a second, and then he says, can someone help me? Mistletoe needs someone's help. Is there anyone?
Who is this mistletoe that you speak of, child?
Mistletoe is my master. She is back in the city of the dead, but she's not dead. But somebody else is dead.
City of the Dead?
Yes.
How nearby is that?
It's about a short walk. It's a short walk.
We should go immediately.
Yes, let us go.
Yeah. Are there dead things that walk around in this place?
No.
Do not fear them, even if there are, I mean.
You have read my mind, my friend. Then we go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And he'll lead you out of the tavern, and he'll show you the way to the City of the Dead. And the City of the Dead is surrounded by this large black wall, and the gates are currently open, but those of you who have been to Waterdeep before will know that usually between the time of about 6 a.m. to or from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. they are locked so that nobody can go in and desecrate things at night. But they're open, and so you walk in, and he'll lead you to. It's a path between a couple of the different grave sites, and there's this short gnome standing in front of, but definitely not over this body of a large human male, and the gnome in front of you has very, very dark black hair with a red streak through it, and one of her eyes is blue and one of them is brown. And she looks at you, she looks at the boy, and she looks back at you and says, "Can you help?"
Can you tell us what it is that you need help with? The child said that someone has died.
Yes. My best friend, Otant, and she'll step back, and you'll see this human male lying on the ground, lean stature, dark brown hair, and she says, the city guard called me as soon as they found him. He was here before the gates were opened, and he wasn't here when the gates were closed. So somehow he was brought here during the night.
If I recall correctly, the different sections of the City of Dead are devoted to different deities or factions. What faction or deity are we nearest here?
I do not know.
So you don't think that plays a part in why he's here?
I don't believe so. He didn't particularly follow one deity or one faction. He was the leader of the Griffin Riders. So I don't know if that would have played a role in anything, but he has no family here. So the only people that he really interacts with are me, because he is my best friend for the past few years, and then his second in command of the Griffin Riders, who he recently won the election against. So it was between him and the second in command. And then he has been having some trouble of late. There was another gnome that has been. He took her griffin because she did not have the right paperwork, and she's been causing trouble for him.
And who is this?
Her name is Lily Nilo, I think.
Clarification, so it's the human that's dead or the gnome that's dead?
The human is dead.
Okay. Let's talk. Let's figure out what's going on here. And I'll kneel down and
Okay.
what caused the death? Can we tell?
Okay, yes. Roll me a medicine check.
10.
Okay, so you see that there is a small dagger wound at the back of his neck that is blue and purple and around the outside.
Oh.
I'll detect poison on that wound.
Okay. Is that a spell or is that
Spell.
Okay. So yes, it was poison on the wound. It is what is known as purple worm poison. Which.
Strong stuff.
Yes.
Murmur.
Murmur indeed.
Is the body cold?
Yes.
Is this poison that you have seen?
I've heard of it.
Is it common or is it very rare, would you say?
It's fairly rare.
Perhaps there is a way to find out who in this vast city might be in possession of this poison or know the crafting of how to make it.
I wanted to just change out spells. If I wanted to take something different.
A long rest.
Long rest.
Yes.
What's the timing on that? I forget.
8
About
hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to take that time right now, do we?
Does anybody make an investigation, or how are you looking at the body?
I want to roll insight first because she's laid out a lot of information, and what I'm looking for is, does it seem like she's being deceptive maybe when she's describing these other people with regard to the Griffin Riders, or that she's maybe withholding any information? Yes, good job. Hex Tech dice. That's going to be a 19.
She is not trying to deceive you. She has told you the complete truth about everything that she has said so far. It doesn't look like she is trying to hide something
Okay.
that you can see.
And this area that we're in is pretty much in the open. Like, the guards discovered his body here,
Yes.
and someone else dropped his body off here.
Was it laid out in any particular manner? Or just...
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was just, he's just kind of laying there. Actually, he's laying on his face.
I'm gonna search the area to see if there's any tracks for like skid marks, like where they dragged, versus did they pick him up or drag him? Oh, sorry. See, good one. Skid marks. I searched the area. Investigation yields 8. Nope.
What is everybody else doing?
Well, my character is a wilderness survival expert, and I'm good at noticing unnatural things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for anything unnatural about the surrounding area and
Okay.
the body.
All right.
No.
So, last game, Ogre 8 Bearded 1 donated $100 and didn't put anything on it, and he'd like the DM to choose a magic item for Bill.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go.
All right. I will choose that. It'll give me just 1 second. But go ahead, continue talking. What do you guys want to do?
We should search the area. I have found nothing myself, but it could be because I'm not comfortable around the dead.
What time of day is it?
It's around 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 in the morning.
All right, I'll go walk around and start investigating the same sort of things to see if there's either blood dripping from somewhere or drag marks or something like that.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think I'd be rather useless in this. The sun is coming out and it is quite harsh.
All right. Investigation. I got a 19.
So there does not seem to be any skid marks or things that would suggest that the body was dragged here. It actually looks, from the way things are, that he was actually killed here.
Killed inside the gates,
Yes.
which are closed after
Yes.
nightfall.
Yes.
The body, do we have, perhaps our cleric can see how long they've been deceased for?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a medicine check.
Yeah. And I'm a cleric as well, so I'll help you so you can get advantage on it.
12
We have like
plus
3 clerics.
medicine check, you say?
Yes.
19
He's a
plus
cleric.
my own proficiency
Or you-
bonus of 4, so 23.
Okay.
And 2 barbarians and a fighter.
It looks like he's been
Tank
dead
battle.
about 8 hours.
Okay, so after the gates were locked. But let's
Okay.
remember now, Griffin riders, they can fly in and out.
Yeah, that's what I noted as well.
So it may not matter that the gates were open or closed.
Now, who the Griffin
What's
Riders
your
do?
domain?
The Griffin Riders
Like-
are
Like also
like
I'm like,
kind of like the militia, but they're
Warcraft.
they're the people
Oh, so
who
if he's
are almost like the first responders to somebody
Right.
coming in.
Okay.
So they're the aerial
That's extra life.
protection.
Sure.
yeah. White cleric, I get fireball.
This man had a rival, his friend.
There's no drag marks or anything. They were Griffin riders, which leads me to believe that perhaps he was plopped here from the
And
sky.
he was a Griffin Rider himself.
Look for
So,
Griffin tracks if you can.
What was the name of this man? He's the second in command.
The second in command, his name is Oswald.
Where might we find the barracks or the place of headquarters for
Well,
these Griffin Riders?
He lives in his. It's kind of his house. It's also the place where the Griffin Riders stay when they're in town. Only the head of the Griffin Riders and the second in command stay here all of the time. The rest of the Griffin Riders, along with their griffins, are in the mountain. There's a magical way that they get here and back, so that the griffins are not all the ways confined to the city.
Ah, I see. This makes sense.
Who last looked at the body? You
Me,
did?
I guess.
Okay, you find this. You also find a Griffin Feather. However, it is white and silver instead of the usual white and tan.
What is it that you found, my friend?
It is a note. It is poorly written, but I believe it says, I need to see you. I have missed you. Please meet me in the city of the dead at midnight of the second day of Myrtle. In 3 days. I love you. That's what the note says. Not adding
Yes.
that, because I think you're wonderful.
Does this seem to be the handwriting of a woman?
Hard to say. Look for yourself. Can I detect anything insight-wise
Go
about the
ahead and
script?
Yes.
Roll me insight.
Getting excited over here.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
It looks like it would be female handwriting.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 19.
It definitely is female handwriting. Also, for your magic item, I'm going to give you the bag of beans.
Oh, yay. Things that explode. Or random effects, who knows?
I would have gone with the girl of.
I am confused, as you have said. This person who has written this is not very literate. You mentioned a woman named Lily Nilo.
Yes.
Who is this? Is she capable of writing? Or is she perhaps only a little bit literate?
I believe I have never actually met her, so I don't know for sure, but she is a well-traveled adventurer. And she has gone lots of different places and interacted with a lot of different people.
May
So
I
I
read the
think
notes?
so. With your 19 insight, though,
Yeah.
you would figure out or believe that there are some words that would usually be hard to spell for people who are not completely literate that are spelled correctly.
I was going to do an investigation check to, because I wanted to see if maybe there was words were spelled wrong on purpose, like there was a cipher in it.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh.
Go ahead, roll me the
Go
investigation.
get him, John. Secret code.
It's an 8. I'm not proficient in investigation. Where's my quick intelligence of 60? So I got a 11.
It does look like some words are misspelled purposefully.
Okay. There's a cipher here, but I can't figure it out.
It's not magical, right? I don't
No.
have an eye for this thing.
Isn't there some way you cleric types can tell where that came from? Or do we need to go find a wizard?
I think that would be more wizard.
And why aren't the city guard investigating this? Why are we?
Well, as he is the head of the Griffin Rider, I was given the choice of whether or not I wanted the city guard or someone who may have more experience investigating something of this nature.
Yes.
Basically, the city guard chumps, from what I understand.
City guard aren't tough enough.
Myrtle is the month that we are in, yes?
Is that one spelled right?
Yes, that one is spelled correctly, yes.
And your dead friend, what is his name again?
Otand. Yes. So, do you think you can help?
Certainly.
I think we must find this man Oswald from the Griffin Riders and see if he rides a griffin with white and silver feathers, or if he knows who does.
In the meantime, may we take your friend back to the Temple of Moradin for safekeeping? That is my temple. He will be protected there.
Sure. If you must.
Scoop the body up, throw him over my shoulder.
It is a good thing that we have you, my brash friend, because you are strong.
That I am.
And we
Yes.
without a wheelbarrow.
Alright.
All right. So, you're heading out to Oswald's.
Yes,
Okay.
once she
So-
tells us where to go.
Yes, Oswald's place
What
of
is
living.
Kreisky?
Krisky. That is I don't know a Krisky. I know a Kriska.
Kreisga?
Yes.
What is that?
She is a noble. She just moved. It was a big thing because she moved from the North Ward to the Sea Ward. I don't know what she has to do with any of this.
Human?
Yes.
Ah, must be the lover.
I mean, he has never told me of such things, but I guess it is possible.
Well, when you're in love, you don't tell your friends everything.
It's true. So she'll tell you that Oswald's place of living is in the North Ward, and she'll give you directions to where it would be.
Oswald and Kreisga are in the North Ward?
Oswald,
Oh, she moved from the North Ward.
yes, to the Sea Ward.
Is it very difficult going by my temple on the way there so we can drop the body off?
Yeah. Except for the fact that as soon as you walk outside of the gates, I need a marching order.
Well, you're carrying the body.
I got the body.
We know where to go, but we're going to your temple first, right? So are we following you?
We got two
or the
fighters.
body?
We got 2 fighters, 2 clerics, and barbarian with the body in the middle. Does that work?
All right, so you two. I'm gonna need. Okay, so does a 21 hit you?
Sure. Armor class 18.
Yeah, 18. Yep.
Okay.
No,
so
I'm 16. So
Mine's 18.
I don't think a natural 1 will hit you though. So these creatures pop out of the bushes on either side of the gate, and one reaches out and puts his hand on your shoulder, and you feel it's almost like a whole rumble of thunder is going through your body. And it rattles all of your bones, and you can feel them move. And you're going to be taking 25 points of thunder damage. The other creature tries to do the same to you, but you are able to move out of the way. The creatures that are in front of you, one of them looks to be a human, except for the fact that every visible part of him is covered in eyes. None of them, there's some that are all of them different colors, and blinking at different times. So they're open, at least one of them is open at all points of time. And that is the one that hit your barbarian. And then the one that tried to hit your cleric has tentacles instead of arms, and is covered in this green slime.
They don't appear to be undead, do they?
No.
Just for the record, this is why I prefer to play level 1 games. Everything's scarier at high level.
Yep.
All right. Are we in initiative?
Yeah, so then let's roll initiative. Can you be my initiative track?
I can be your track.
Thank you.
I believe my character is not.
I got.
I get bonuses for initiative.
You roll at advantage. You roll
I
2 dice.
Yes.
roll at
Pick the top
advantage,
one.
and I can't be surprised if I'm raging,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I'm new to
Yes.
all this.
Slow
So
your roll though. Save that. This
Would
is
you
high
roll your
level.
two at the same time?
What
I
you
do
got?
get to roll.
Would you roll them at the same time?
I got a 6.
Roll at an advantage. So
That's what I had
my
last
better
time.
one's an 11.
Put up
5. Where you at?
16.
And the bad guy's got 15.
What'd you get?
So
What'd you get, Alex?
A 9 and 11, so I go with the 11.
Okay. Oops. That's my notes. This is my character. I have an 18.
This is
All right. Who goes first?
Me.
Okay.
So these things jump out and they are within my range of proximity.
Yes.
I'm gonna stab twice with my +1 rapier.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab the guy with the eyes.
Okay.
I'll avoid the tentacle person because that seems like something that I'm gonna get caught up in. So, 19 to hit
That hits.
for a catastrophic 14 damage.
Nice.
Second attack, still on the man with the eyes, or thing with the eyes. 26 to hit
Okay.
with a measly 7 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. So.
I'm gonna use my bonus action
Okay.
to inspire my friend in combat.
Okay.
You can do it, Thorfus!
Okay. I'll whip out my great axe and I'll go for the tentacle one and I'll just.
Okay. Sounds great.
Let's see, what is that? 10.
Add a d6.
Oh, that's
Because I
right.
bardically
10 also
inspired
hits.
11
11 hits.
is 9. What is that? 14.
To hit or 14 damage?
First hit, or damage, I mean.
A damage? Okay.
And a 10. Do I still have advantage on both attacks? Or just first?
I don't know, but 10
hits.
hits.
Okay. 10.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Who's next?
Travis.
All right. So I have Torvin come up to the same guy that you were fighting with the eyes. Yep. And he's gonna first swing his warhammer at it. Oh, that's a 2. I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
Okay.
Try that again. No, that's a 6. He doesn't swing his hammer very well, apparently. I guess it would be a 12 total.
That hits.
It does hit.
It
Awesome.
does.
All right. Once again, 1 plus, or nope, that's a. Sorry, I never. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 9 bludgeoning damage with my warhammer,
Okay.
and then I will use my bonus action to create a spiritual weapon next to him, and I will roll to hit for that as well.
Sounds good.
Okay, 18 plus, yeah, 22, so
Okay.
that should do it.
Yeah.
And then that's a D8 as well, 5, 9 force damage.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I'm more scared that it's easy to hit them. Now I'm really scared.
Okay.
Because it's also the bad guy's turn.
Perfect. All right. So since you went up and hit it.
Yeah, but then he went after it.
Yeah, but
No, it's not.
so you went up and hit it and did a decent amount of damage to it, and then you went up and hit the other one. Yes. Okay, so they're gonna try and attack you guys now.
Of course.
Puny beast.
I'm ducking and weaving.
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope, not even close.
Okay. 16?
Nope, not
Okay.
even close.
So, they don't hit. And they go on.
Now it's Alex's turn.
Yeah.
Kill.
All right, 2 attacks.
Rolled.
18 plus 4 is
Yeah.
22.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, second attack is gonna be 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll miss.
Nope.
That
10
hits, both hits.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2d6. So we got 5 on the first one and 11 on the next.
Okay, did you say you're going after the tentacled one or the eye one? Because the eye one was the one that hit
Evens
you.
tentacles. Evens.
Okay. So,
One hit me, I turned the wrong way and attacked the other one.
okay. Sounds good.
Okay, now it's John's turn.
Okay.
Okay, Taft is going to draw his sword, and he is going to dance up.
Extra 6 points.
Okay.
He, with almost a dance and a flourish, he's going to approach the tentacled one, and the way I restructured Sacred Flame for the flavor of this character is I do it with a weapon attack. My sword charges with the Sacred Flame, and then I strike, and I do the Sacred Flame damage on him.
Okay.
It
Is Sacred Flame a dexterity for me or?
it's an attack. It's
Okay.
a spell attack roll for me.
Okay.
So I got an 18
Nice.
plus proficiency is 4 plus
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And then that would be 2d8 at this level. So 2, 3 plus. So 5 damage.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think I have my.
And then you have a second attack, or is that the...
That's it.
Okay.
That's the spell.
All right, Mark's up.
Ooh. Which one looks hurt worse?
Definitely the tentacled one.
Oh no, I would
And I will.
actually 8th level, so I would add +5 for my charisma
Okay.
bonus to the
Okay.
attack.
Nice.
So to the damage roll.
I'll shoot a guiding bolt
Full of like flavor.
at
Okay.
one of the eyes.
Okay.
And you know what's fantastic about guiding bolt?
Nothing if it doesn't
advantage
hit.
on the attack.
If it doesn't hit.
Oh yeah.
Did
what'd
you
you roll?
get? Did you get 10?
Just.
It hits.
Yay.
All right.
Yay.
46. 19 points.
Okay.
And advantage for the next attacker.
Sounds good.
On him, anyway.
Okay. I believe that brings us back up to you.
Was that tentacles or eyes?
Eyes.
Nice.
Nice, because I'm right there. I
Yes.
see this opportunity,
Yes.
and I'm gonna just thrust, and then turn, thrust.
Okay.
Utilize my 2 attacks.
Okay.
So the first is an advantage, and that's it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take the 17 between those two, thank you. Quel dommage, 12.
Okay.
And the second attack, without advantage, but still a hearty 23.
Yes.
Damage is 14.
Okay.
And it's still alive, isn't it?
It is.
Because evil high-level things. All right. Next is Larry. Oh, you know what? Let's just throw another bit of inspiration. You did well. Do it again. Bonus
All right.
action. Just gonna
Okay.
blow through my.
Okay, so that
Let
is
me mark that down before I forget. So you get another 1d6
1d6,
inspiration if
okay.
you so desire.
13 is my roll.
Yes.
And that hits. Okay.
Are you going after the tentacled one?
To the ground, yeah. And it's an extra d6 damage. Is that right?
Extra d6 to hit.
Oh, to hit. I'm sorry. Okay.
Usually get a little.
So then that's 9 and 14. is the first hit,
Okay.
is the damage.
All right.
And I got a 15 and 13 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
That actually puts that one down.
Yay!
Tie the handle, stay down.
Demonic, crazy, strange creature. Travis, you're up next. Do
All
the
right.
deed.
Yeah, I'm going to take my warhammer again, and so is it the tentacle one is down, and I'm still
Yes.
wailing on the other one. All right, so yeah, so I'll take the warhammer. 11.
That'll
So
hit.
that'll
Yeah.
do it. Wait, it's a D8, isn't it? 4, 5, 6. 6 damage for that, and then since my spiritual weapon is right next to it, it's
He's dead.
he's done.
dead.
All right,
He's
awesome.
Yes.
Teach you to touch me and
Is that your pen or your?
Now the question is, do you think these things have come because we took the body?
Oh, probably random.
Then let us move quickly to your temple where we will be safe from these abominations.
Yes.
Do we know if this is like something like you leave the city with a body and you're like you leave the city and get attacked, or is this something?
Good question.
Okay, so yeah.
I'll make a
No.
religion check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That religion check is
I'll help you.
Oh, good.
Because
Because that was a 2.
Yeah, because
Or about 10%.
we're discussing it.
Hey now, 16
There we go.
Okay.
plus 2.
So 18.
18.
Okay, so you will know that if you were caught killing someone in the city of Waterdeep, the penalty for that is death. So if it is if you are caught with a dead body and they can prove that you killed it, you may be taken to court depending on which guard catches you, or they also have permission to just kill you on the spot.
What if we're clerics in taking the body to perform the last rites?
If you can prove that, then
I think
it will have a better chance of not being taken to
Well-
jail or killed on the spot. However, the people that you just encountered were not part of the city guard.
Those were people?
They were people.
I feel like they were people, and then they became.
Before
Eyeball tentacle.
I leave as well, I would use magic to as part of my any enemy I slay that cannot be consumed must be burned. So I would light fire to the bodies.
While he's lighting fire to the body,
Okay.
may I suggest that we take a bedroll and wrap this corpse, and then go to your temple before we make our way through the streets?
Of course. Hand me your bedroll.
You are lucky I'm a rich man. I take my bedroll, I shake it out, we wrap the body in the bedroll, and then maybe try to make it look like a rug.
Okay. So
I am good at talking to gods. It is one of the things that I do every port city I go into. So if we run into the gods, let me do the talking.
Money does the talking.
Perhaps. Or a 19 charisma.
Okay, so you
I
head
need that
to
wine.
the temple. You drop off the body
Yes.
to have it be protected.
Yeah. Well, I'm a ninth level cleric. I imagine I have some pull here, so I'll
Yeah.
make sure that it's put in a secure room under guard.
That can definitely happen. They will put it in whatever room they have that can be locked, and they'll station somebody outside of it so that nobody can go in.
There's a nice room. It's got a sign on the door that says necromancy. It'll be fine. No one will bother it.
Yes. And so you continue on to the North Ward, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you get there, you have to go through some, like, it's like a checkpoint, because it's like the North Ward is the high-end part of the city where the richer people, the nobles live. So you have to go through a checkpoint just so that they know that you're there, they know who you are, that sort of thing. And then you can continue on. You get to where Mistletoe said that Oswald's house would be. And in front of you, next to a large, most of the houses that you've seen are these large villas that are very decadent and overly expensive. But you get to where she said that his house would be, and it is literally just a shack.
Ooh.
Nice.
In the north, so the rich people, he's got a shack in the rich people area?
Yes. And it's literally just a shack. And there are two weird things about this. One, the door does not have a handle on the outside. Two,
Must be push.
there is a black box on the front of the siding of the house.
A black box, like a wooden box? Metal box? What kind of box?
It looks to be metal.
So he's got a mailbox and a push door.
And what's weird about it is it almost looks like a screen.
Does this look, you said it looks like a shack. Does it smell like a stable or a barn? Does it smell like animal?
Make a perception check.
Like pee or poop? Ooh. Did anybody donate recently, John?
No,
For like a re-roll for Bill? Nope, nothing. I'm like, it smells fine to me.
What color is the shack?
Brown.
So it's not a TARDIS.
Does it appear to be
Bigger on the inside.
intact, sealed walls and roof, and does it have windows?
No.
What's in the
No
box?
windows at all.
No windows at all.
Say it.
What's the box?
What's in the box?
There's nothing in the box.
It looks like a little screen, you say.
Yes. Actually, do you walk up to it?
I'll walk up to the building.
Okay. So you walk up to the building, and it looks on this screen thing, like a mouth appears.
Oh, all right. I don't know what that is. I thought that
Greetings.
sounded cool.
You must answer 3 riddles to be able to get into the building and get to the second challenge.
It is a TARDIS. You were right.
Okay.
Do you wish to answer these riddles?
I wish to hear the riddles.
Speak the riddles.
Speak it.
What happens if we get them wrong?
You can't
Well-
go in.
You must get 1 correct to be able to enter the house. If you get all 3 correct, you get a hint in the next challenge.
And for the bonus round.
The first riddle is, if you drop me, I'm sure to crack, but give me a smile and I'll always smile back.
What is a mirror?
That is correct.
Well done, my friend. I see that my inspiration has granted you great wisdom and wittiness.
Thank goodness, I was gonna say pants.
It's a good thing that I gave you that inspiration.
I am the beginning of the end and the end of time and space. I am essential to creation and I surround every place.
The letter E.
That is correct.
I was gonna say pants again.
Am I so charismatic that my inspiration has influenced you too, my friend? It is amazing what can be accomplished.
My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin, I am quick. Fat, I am slow. Wind is my foe.
Definitely not pants.
Can you repeat this riddle?
Yes. My life can be measured in hours. I serve by being devoured. Thin, I am quick. Fat, I am slow. Wind is my foe.
Candle.
That is correct.
I have one if you need it, but
I will write a ballad in the name of Dorfus, for he is not only the iron hand, but the iron mind.
And as you say, candle, the door swings open.
Stupid riddles.
I slow clap that. I'm like, this is incredible.
Supergirls, I kick the
All
door
of my
open.
troubles
Kick the
brought
door
us
open.
ease.
Great
I'll
story.
knock us on the doorpost. Anybody home? And I'll step in.
So you step in, and you step into a room. It's not bigger than it looks. It's the same size as the shack outside. The floor is dirt, and there is a stone stairwell leading down. You will notice that once, do you all go in?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go in, the door will shut behind you, but there is a handle on this side. So it's more keeping people out than letting them
Before
go out.
we do anything with the stairs, I have stone cutting, which gives me double proficiency bonus on history related to stonework. And I want to see what I can tell from the stonework of these stairs.
Okay, go ahead, roll it.
17 is my roll. Do I need to add anything?
No. So these stairs, it looks like they have been crafted recently. Not like within the past couple of years, but it probably within the past 2 decades. So it hasn't been a very long
Is
time.
it well done?
Yes.
Human make, dwarven make, can I tell?
It's most likely dwarven make, but you'll probably be able to tell that it was hired dwarven make.
I'll turn to my fellow dwarf and isn't it obvious they paid a dwarf to do it right?
Indeed. I'll start walking down.
Okay, so you start walking down. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you walk down, and you can smell almost like a fruity smell as you walk down the stairs, and you walk into this very, very large room that is a stone. It's almost like a dome type room. In the middle, there is a very large stone bowl. And then there are 16 dais that surround the outside of the room. Each dais has 2 vials on top of it. And there is a color assigned to each dais. So the vials have a color liquid inside of them.
Are any of the dais marked with like writing, pictures, paintings, murals, runes, any kind of religious symbols?
Roll me perception. This is kind of what the room looks like.
Okay. Yes. 14? Wait, is that a 19? Oh, that's a 10. 14. So excited. I thought it was a 19.
You will notice that besides the fact that there are some scratches on the floor next to the dais that is holding the large stone bowl, this room is void of any carvings at all.
Okay. No paintings, no murals, no writing.
No,
Does
nothing.
the stone of the
Literally
room
nothing.
and so forth match the stairs?
Yes. There is, however, another black box that matched the one on the outside in the top corner.
Black
Riddles
box.
upon riddle. What is
What's
this?
I
Goose chase.
want to look in the
around.
big bowl.
In the big bowl, there is nothing in the big bowl.
Is there like residue of anything? Like no dried blood or bones or skin? No.
No. The mouth will appear in the black box again.
You again.
Yes.
What riddles do you have for me now?
No riddles. You must solve this.
Puzzles then?
Yes.
Phooey.
What is the task?
You must find the correct vials that must be dumped into the bowl.
Is there a I'd like to investigate if there's a pattern to the sequence of the colors.
This is what you see. That's the list of the colors, and they go in circular.
Teal, chartreuse, maroon, black, brown, clear, green, orange, pink, blue, white, apricot, yellow, indigo, and violet.
I could go for an apricot.
Sounds sort of like.
I can only tell the difference between 3 of those colors, maybe 4.
How many days?
There's 16 dais, and there's 2 vials on top of each dais.
32 vials. It's almost the rainbow.
The mouth will speak again. You do have one hint for this challenge whenever you would like to use it.
So we have to match the vial to the dais.
Well, the bowl gets a certain
I
something.
think it's pouring the vials into the bowl in the right sequence.
Oh, it's out of order for. It's not in the right order for the rainbows. Oh.
While he's looking at the list, what are you guys doing?
I'm thinking about people's names.
Okay.
I'm going to be going over and just looking at the individual bottles that are on top of each of the daises.
Mhm.
It's like, are they paint or what does it appear to be?
It looks almost like it's colored water.
Don't drink them.
But if you were to open one of them and smell it, they each smell like something different.
Does the apricot one smell like apricots?
It does.
What was the smell on the way in?
Fruity.
Something sweet. Yeah.
What kind of fruit?
You couldn't tell. It smelled like a mix of a bunch of fruits.
Okay, so
Fruit punch.
which ones are fruit? Orange?
Bill, you're
Is
going to
it
be
fruit?
getting something from Chet.
Apricots and fruit?
He's just figuring out what he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, only 2 of the colors are fruits. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Violet's a flower.
Blue is a berry.
There's the apricot. I'll open up red and teal.
Okay.
I'll just take a little whiff.
The red one smells like strawberries. The teal one smells like the ocean.
So check each dais. If one of the 2 only smells like fruit, perhaps that's the mix.
Chartreuse? Yeah.
Let's just go down the line. What do they all smell like?
Okay. The red one smells like strawberries. Teal smells like ocean. The chartreuse one smells like a pomelo, which is a citrus fruit. The maroon one smells like blood. Black smells like a grave. Brown smells like coffee. The clear has no smell. The green smells like lime. The orange smells like orange. The pink smells like a sugary dessert. Blue smells like blueberries. White smells like clean laundry. Apricot smells like apricot. Yellow is lemon. Indigo is a lilac. And purple is blackberries.
So do you think that we must take all of the fruity ones and put them into the bowl?
Well, let's hear our clue now that we've got this far. And is there any pattern to the, you said there's 2 vials on each dais?
Yes.
And are they in this order around the circle or?
Yes. So
Where's
look
the
up
starting
here.
point?
It starts here.
Oh, I
With
see.
red color.
Yeah, red there.
So you want to put a little X at the red? Then we know where the
So
start is.
this one is the red here?
No, the red one starts there because
Okay,
it's
we have
red
a
teal.
pool of 5 net 20s for the players.
Yay!
Nice.
Thanks, guys. We needed that.
Yes.
All right,
So it starts there. And do you want to hear your hint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the mouth will speak again, and it will say, "You must only use half."
Are half of them fruit?
At least 8 of them.
of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it then.
Well, let's, shall we give it a try?
So we want red, chartreuse, green, orange, apricot, yellow, and violet.
Which one do you start with?
Oh. Why you did that?
You didn't say it had to be in order.
Well, no, but
Start
so
with-
red. All right. So read off the fruit ones.
Red,
Yeah. I'm marking them. I just want to see-
chartreuse.
Yeah. Is it every other one?
Nope.
All right. Go in
Green.
sequence then. Just start with one being
Okay,
red.
So
okay?
red.
So one. What's the next fruit? 3, 4.
I'll say 1, 2, 3 is the next fruit.
Okay.
8 is the next one. 9 is the next one. 11 is the next one. 13 is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
14 is the next one. And 16 is the last.
You said there are scratches on one particular thing in the room.
On the floor beneath the dais that holds the stone bowl.
It slides.
Are they pointed in any specific direction?
There are scratch marks on either side, and they are deeper coming out.
Are they pointing at one of the vials?
No, it looks
No.
like something scratched against the floor.
Hear me out, my friends. I think we should get the vials that we think are the correct ones, the fruity vials.
Mm-hmm.
And then we should all form a circle towards this bowl so that if something were to attack us or spring out some kind of trap, we would be together and be ready.
Hear me out.
Yes.
2 possibilities come to mind. 1, in the order in which they are sequenced, does the first letter of the color or the first letter of the fruit spell out anything?
SPGLOBA.
Splooby.
Orcish.
LB.
All right, how about the first letter of the color though? So
RC. G.
Ancient Orcish.
Yep, that's probably it.
Very hard to decipher.
B. A. L. B.
Is,
For
I,
Pokeball versus Pickleball.
is either an obvious anagram? Just at a glance, does anything jump out at you? Like mistletoe or
Griffin. No.
Griffin?
Wait a minute, I've got a mistake on that one. That one should be.
Splitmobile.
It's not still Gil, it's Splogwheel.
Splobob. Okay. Blowball.
Well, if we were looking for Oswald, that would be one of the anagrams that we'd be looking for, or Griffin
No
writers.
W, yeah.
But there
There's
isn't.
8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's have a quick look. See if something jumps out there.
Krizga, Lily Nilo, Otend, Griffin writers, Oswald. I didn't see any of those things.
Unless, if this is supposed to be where Oswald lives, start with O maybe, but.
Nothing's jumping out at me.
What if we put them all in the thing at once?
I like that idea, but then there's another part of me that's kind of afraid that something's gonna just blow up. Or like it'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
you summon all of the monsters at once, dragons, beholders. I'm kind of afraid of that.
Yeah, I took
That
25.
seems like a little
I
bit
took
of a-
25
With
points
so
from
much
one eyeball
inspiration,
thing.
As we're discussing it, the wolf gathers the vials.
Damn it, Leroy.
Are there any idea, like, do you want to make insight?
I'll try an insight.
And while he's inciting, I'm gonna go deeper on those scratches. I want to see if that thing is in fact what we think. Maybe some kind of portal, secret door, other.
Okay.
Might use one of our advantages on the inside.
Yes.
Well, we
I'm
do
not
have a
using
natural
mine.
20.
I just rolled
So-
one, so I'm saving mine.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 for
Okay.
investigation.
So you investigate that, and
You-
you
yeah, you can
see
use mine.
that the bowl and the dais both look like they could split in half magically, and open up into probably about a 5x5 trapdoor down.
Okay.
And there is a small hole at the very bottom of the bowl.
Like where the liquids drain out.
Yes.
So it could open up a door for us, or it could open up a portal of death that creatures crawl out of, and they scratch the floor as they pull themselves out to kill us. Just saying.
For one with so much inspiration, you sure have such an imagination.
Or something got sucked down and scratched to try to keep themselves from being pulled in.
You dwarves are very, very clever.
However,
So, you should dump the first file.
I'll use insight, but I will use one of our nat 20s.
Okay. So you, with your insight, you will be able to determine that most likely, these colors are in the order that you see on the list there for a specific reason.
Okay.
So just pour them in the order they come in on the list.
That's what it sounds
so
like.
the strawberry, yeah, so starting at the top.
Red.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So we gather the vials,
okay.
and then
We do-
Dorfus will begin at the top of the list.
So red,
I have my rapier ready.
chartreuse, green, orange, blue,
Yep.
apricot,
Yep.
yellow,
Yep.
blackberry, or violet.
Perfect. All right, so you dump them all in, and when you dump the red in, it just kind of starts swirling slowly at the bottom of the bowl, and then as you continue dumping them all in, they don't mix, which is weird, but they all kind of make an almost rainbow-looking circular motion.
Swirly thing.
And so then it'll start draining, and at the very end, it'll like poof, and like this little smell of the same smell that you smell coming down the stairs will come out of the bowl, and you'll start to hear a grumbling, and the bowl and the dais will open up and reveal another staircase.
And it
yes.
matches the stonework as well.
Weird
Yes.
indeed. But
Grumbling
not the
was my
weirdest thing we
stomach
saw
hungry.
today. Not the weirdest thing we saw today.
No.
Covered in eyeballs. That was the weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you head down the stairs?
No,
No.
you should check these stairs again, my dwarven friend.
All right.
Make sure that they are safe for us to travel down and not
16 is my roll. Do I need to add any?
No.
Okay.
The stairs, they're not trapped or anything. They're safe. They can hold weight. Is there anything else that you're looking to
Same
see?
kind of dwarven design.
Yes.
Yes.
I start walking down.
Okay. So you start walking down, and you come to this very, very long hallway. So you start down here, and you get to about here, and that's when you start seeing stables. And you can
Oh,
you
this
can
is the Griffin
smell the
stables.
yes, you can smell the smell of livestock, but there's nothing in them until you get to here.
Yeah.
And right there, in there, you see a griffin lying in the back corner, not exactly asleep, but just kind of resting his head. And he is silver and white. And he'll raise his head when you get to him.
Who's got to speak with animals?
Nope. I mean,
No. I don't know, but I am a bard. So if
Does-
nobody has it, I'm gonna give it a try.
Does somebody walk up to the gate?
I'd wait for them. Do any
I'll
of
head
you
right up
speak
to the
with the
gate.
animals?
Okay, you head right up to the gate, and the griffin like kind of gets itself up. Moo?
moo.
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 I look around. Is there a trough of food in the hallway? Maybe some meat, bones?
Yeah.
Anything that
There's
they eat?
there's a place where you can get some of the food.
I'm going to take a wild stab here and I'm going to just throw up a detect magic.
Oh yes, this griffin is very magical.
Well, what school of magic?
All of them.
I don't
Yes.
know. It's
And
not.
necromancy.
It is a.
I'm specifically looking to see if it's illusion magic.
No, it is an actual griffin.
Okay.
I grab whatever food they have in this hallway, and I bring it up to the gate, and I kind of bow and nod, and I set it down within its reach, and then pull back.
Okay.
And I'll point at it and I'll go, moo.
Moo! And he'll look at you and go, kitty! And then he'll get up, and you'll see that he is actually attached to a chain. So there's a chain on his hind leg leading to the back of the stable. And he'll get up and he'll go over to the food and he'll look at the chain and kind of bring his foot closer, and without taking his eyes off of you, go down and eat the food.
Does he look hurt?
Roll me perception.
Medicine? 14?
Yes, so you'll notice that it does look like he's nipped his hind leg a few times trying to get the chain off, but he doesn't look hurt other than that.
Do any of the other stalls have a chain like that?
No,
And there's no other griffins in any of the other stalls.
no,
Are there other feathers? Like where they shed a feather?
yes.
Other feathers colored not white and silver?
All of the other feathers that you find, and there are even some inside of this stable, all of the other feathers are brown and white.
So does
So this is our
the
boy right here.
chain appear to be newly placed?
Make me a perception roll.
Oh, perception.
Or investigation.
Well, it involves stonework. Can I tell if the stone is?
Oh, sure.
That'd be a 13.
Okay. Yes. It doesn't look like it was like newly placed like a couple days ago, but it's probably been about a month.
Okay. And all right. What's at the end of the hallway there?
At the end of the hallway, there's a very ornate door.
This magic will detect magic. Does that include the chain?
Okay, is any magic
Sure.
coming off the chain?
The chain is not magical.
Hey, what about this door over here? Is that magic?
Does the chain, where is the lock? Is it like on the manacle? Or is it just a chain around his, like, can I just take it off? Is it locked?
It is locked. Yes. It looks like somebody has gone to lengths to keep this griffin here.
Can a barbarian snap the chain?
That's what I was thinking. How thick is this chain?
Who's got animal handling to take care of this thing?
Not good enough. I can wing it with jack of all trades.
It's good.
Well, let's check out the door at the end of the hall before we let it
Yeah.
loose. What's going on?
Yeah.
Is that door
So while
magic
it's
down there?
occupied eating, let's go check out the door.
Are you gonna check out the door, or is your barbarian gonna snap the chain?
I'm looking at this chain right now.
Okay.
Well, let's hold off on the chain. Let's figure out this door first.
I'm looking at the chain though.
Okay. You're looking at the chain. Your party is looking at the door. The door is not magical, and it doesn't appear to be locked.
Do I think I can stamp this chain?
With some effort, yes.
Just wait. Let's
I'm trying to
let's
think
resolve the door.
if I can snap this, maybe get an
Come on,
arm around,
Jesus.
have like a leash for this griffin, you know?
Snap it near
That
the
would be
wall.
kind of dope.
Yeah.
Snap
Right.
it near the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Snap it near the wall, not near him.
It'd probably be easier to pull it out of the wall.
Yeah.
Somebody told you to wait.
Samson it. I'm waiting. Hurry up, do what you're gonna do.
We scope out the door.
Okay, you step on the door. What are you
I'm
doing?
investigating it, like,
Sneak it out.
without touching it, just visually smelling it, listening, like, looking around the edges, seeing how it's built, what it's constructed of. all
Okay,
that stuff.
go ahead and roll me investigation
Yeah,
check.
so that's gonna be a whopping 12.
Okay, so it smells like a cedar wood door, and you'll notice that there are some jewels inlaid going up the door, different types, and
Is there a magic mouth box on the door?
no,
Can we? I'm gonna open the door.
you're gonna open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, you open the door, and it opens into this room that has a bed in the back right corner.
20.
Are you
Ching.
are you snapping the chain or are you
Well, I
pulling
saw him
it
open the door. I was like, well, looks like it's time to leave.
Pull it out.
Pull it
So you
out.
Pull
pull it
out
out
the
of the wall. You managed to pull the chain out of the wall. You now
right.
have a
Let's go,
a free
Griffin buddy. You're my new best friend.
His name's Moo.
Move.
Pretty sure.
Move.
And I
Move.
will hug him.
Move.
But you
I'll
open the
walk
door. Okay, so you open the door, and in this room there's a giant desk in the middle of the room to the left. Not, it's a very large
Giant's desk.
It is not a giant's desk. It is a very large desk. Fair question. But then there are lots of bookshelves on the left wall, and then there is a bed in the back right corner. And the desk, unlike everything else in this room is very neat, tidy, has a place. The top of this desk, however, is covered in different papers, not in piles, nothing, they're just spread out. And there is a man standing in front of the desk. You walked in there first. What is your passive perception?
Passive perception. What is that? Is it 10 plus
10 plus your...
Should be on. Oh, you
proficiency bonus?
Yeah,
Or,
Yeah.
I gotta pull up my character sheet and do my wisdom. So that would be 18.
Okay. So you see as you walk in, he kind of looks, he looks down to his desk, and almost it has this surprised and almost worried look on his face, and uses his palm to almost shove back a note underneath the piles of paper.
I think I'd like to see that, friend.
See what?
What you just tried to hide.
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm gonna approach and grab for where I saw Sam.
I'm gonna yell, Oswald. See if he reacts.
The guy that you're currently approaching looks down the hallway to see this barbarian with a griffin on a chain walking down the hallway towards his office.
Remember, the chain's not like a leash. It's on his back leg. So it's like when your dog gets caught up in the leash and it's like, hey. Like,
Yeah,
it's gotta be awkward.
because whenever you put too much pressure on the leash, the griffin almost falls over because his back legs is...
side by side with him.
Okay.
You know?
All right. So as long as you're careful,
Slaver's Bay.
as long as you're not, or you're careful to not tug on it, he's not gonna fall over. He has a good footing balance. But
Yeah, it's like he's my buddy now, you know? I'm not trying to subdue him or anything.
okay, all right. So yeah, he's roll me. I don't know. What are you trying to do? Not.
I mean, he's not.
I just
really-
wanted to see if the guy would react when I yelled his name to see if this
Wait,
is
do you have
in
a
fact-
nat 20 left?
I think we
I
have.
rolled a 20 to pull that out of the wall.
So you
but
still got one left from the donations. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
nat
He's got
20
3 left.
You can nat 20 the animal handling, and he will be your best friend.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, we have have 2 net 20s left until Chat decides to donate any more to us.
Okay, so you have nat 20'd on your animal handling for this griffin. So this griffin, when you reach out to pet it, you'll hear, "Good kitty." And then you continue on down the hallway. And the Oswald just kind of looks out. He's very surprised. So how are you trying to get up to his desk, or what are you trying to do?
I'm walking with purpose, and I'm gonna go grab where you stuck that letter in.
Okay. Roll me at advantage because he is currently distracted by a griffin walking down the hallway. Are you trying to push him out of the way, or are you trying to just...
Are you being forceful?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, I'm being
like,
forceful.
are you using sleight of hand
Okay.
or intimidation?
Go ahead.
Intimidation.
Roll me intimidation at advantage.
So I got a 13.
Okay.
13.
So-
13?
Let's see.
Yeah, 13. It's 9 plus.
So he, at the last moment, realizes what you're doing and steps in front of you.
Go ahead and push him aside.
I say, Wolf,
Okay.
there is no need for
It's not
violence.
wolf, it's tap.
Oh, Death, wait, my friend. There is no need for violence. Perhaps this man could answer our question. Hello, sir. You must be Oswald.
I am. What are you doing here today besides trying to steal the griffin?
No, we do not steal the griffin. We simply need to ask it some questions, and we thought you could help us. I was
You
told
need to
that
ask
you
the
are...
griffin questions.
Well, yes, both you and the griffin.
Happy Kitty's my new best friend.
So,
I thought he was moo.
you see, we are here
Moo
to,
Happy Kitty.
to speak with you and the griffin about some questions about some things that have happened in the last, say, maybe one day.
What has happened?
Yes.
I will answer any questions that I can.
I am grateful for this. Now, could we sit down somewhere? I am,
Sure, yes.
I am Wakuda.
As I'm sure you know, I am Oswald. It is very nice to meet your acquaintance.
Yes.
And he'll go over to the wall and
That's perfect. As he's going over to wherever he's going over, I'd like to make a sleight of hand to grab the paper from under a paper.
Okay, go ahead and roll me sleight of hand.
How many of those nat 20s do we have left?
2.
Nah, I won't waste that. Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. So you're not very sly about it, but you find it.
Okay.
And he looks back
I'm
as
gonna let it go then. If I'm not sly about it,
Okay.
and like I find it, like if I'm like, I'll just,
Oh, he's already caught you, just grab it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just let it go and walk over to him.
Okay, so he's over at the wall. He kind of looks back as he hears the rustling of papers, but you don't seem suspicious about it. So he looks back.
If he is out of my threat range, I am going to grab the paper.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm just trying to grab it. I'm not trying to be sneaky. He can see me for all he wants. I'm
Okay,
grabbing that paper. If he's
so-
out of my threat range where he'd have to move to stop me, I'm grabbing the paper.
Okay, so you grab the paper, and we'll get back to that in just 1 second. But at the wall, he kind of knocks on it in a specific pattern, and it opens up, and he brings out these.
I'm gonna memorize that pattern.
Okay, that's fine. It's just like this little closet that has some extra bedding, and some extra chairs. in
I
it.
help him grab a chair.
So he'll bring out some chairs. He only has 4 besides his big one. So he'll sit down in his big one that's behind his desk. He'll offer the other 4 chairs to you, and he'll say that you can sit on the bed if you would like.
I'll grab one of the chairs and go Riker style, put in the back and the front, and throw my back on it.
Wherever he sits. I'm gonna walk over. Griffin one hand, him on the other, sitting in the chair.
All right, the griffin is too big to get through the door.
Too big to get through the door.
Yes, it is a large creature, and it will fill up most of the room.
Oh, okay. Well, I will stand right outside the door then.
Okay.
With the griffin.
I will sit on the desk.
Okay, you sit
kind of
on the
lean
desk.
on the desk.
You lean
I'll
on
have
the
a hand.
desk.
I'll have a hand axe out.
Okay. So you're leaning on the desk. You're outside the door. Do the rest of you take chairs?
I'll stand.
Stand.
I'll sit down right next to him.
Okay.
Just a friendly, collegial sort of manner.
Sounds good.
You are, am I not mistaken that you are the second in command of the Griffin Riders, yes?
Yes.
This is a most prestigious position, and we
He's talking.
we met your friend Otend. Yes, he is. You have known him for a long time, yes?
It has been a while. It hasn't been as long as you might think. We were not rivals, but we were going against each other for the head of the Griffin Riders for a while. But I have learned that I like this position much better as the head of the Griffin Riders.
While he was asking his question, I wanted to slide a hand cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, that's fine. He's not trying to lie, so that's okay. But we were going against each other for that position. However, I've learned that I like this one much better, as I do not have to go out and talk to the public as much, and it allows me to take care of the paperwork and the summoning of the other Griffin Riders and that sort of thing.
And I notice this one Griffin is here by itself.
Yes.
The other ones are out on their duties with their riders, yes?
The other ones are with their riders on the Griffin Mountain, which is where they stay when they are off duty.
Whose griffin was this?
I believe her name was something like Lily, I think. She didn't have the right paperwork, I don't think. And Otand had to...
Who needs paperwork?
If you are in Waterdeep, you must have paperwork to own a griffin.
Won't be spending much time in Waterdeep then.
Yes. So you are straightening out the arrangements for this griffin. But in the meantime, when was the last time that you saw Otand? I'm clocking him for the insight roll. Just I'm waiting for
Okay.
him.
All right.
Well, I have Zone of Truth up too, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yesterday morning, I believe.
Yesterday morning sounds very normal, of course. Yes, I got a 13.
Okay. He seems to be telling the truth.
Yes. And do you know where he was when he finished his shift yesterday? Do you know where he would have gone afterwards?
Well, he came here with... I don't know who it was, but he was with someone.
A lady?
Yes. And he came here and he took care of Moo, and then he left, and I don't know where they
And
went.
who do you say is Moo?
The Griffin.
Ah, yes.
I do not know where he went after that.
And you say who is Lily, you said?
Lily is one of the patrons at the Yawning Portal.
Oh, I see, yes.
But,
Was the lady who he was with, was she a noble by chance? Was she a well-dressed woman?
she was a very well-dressed woman. She had very long red hair. She seemed...
Did he speak her name? Would you remember it if we perhaps mentioned it?
I don't think so. He might have mentioned her once or twice, but I was more focused on paperwork and moo and things of that nature, and
Yes.
they left very quickly. Are you taking a look at that note?
Yes, yes, he is.
Yes.
Okay, so you take a look at that note, and it is basically a love note.
To
Otant.
In blood.
Can,
No.
can,
No.
can, I,
No.
can I get the other note to compare?
Yes. The other note, you compare the other note, and roll me insight.
Insight. It's gonna be 19.
They are definitely not the same handwriting. The first one is not signed. The second one is. It is signed O.
like
Lured to his death
Otent and
by
Hansel
someone
letters.
pretending to be his lover.
In a world.
And what does it say?
It's basically a profession of.
In a poor
Feelings.
city.
So, Oswald, Otand, right?
It is
So it's two Otant from O. Who you assume
Yeah.
Yes.
You have been most helpful, but we are still at a loss because we have been having a difficult time trying to find Otent. You would not know where he would reside, would you?
He resides further into the North Ward, but he spends a lot of time with the lady. At least that's what he tells me.
Really?
Isn't that I forget which one it is they call the lady.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Some sort of
Suppose that someone wanted
Lawyer, you mean?
to officially be able to
spending time with the lady.
keep a griffin
Flying for her
with
house
paperwork.
of some sort.
Would it be possible for us to work with you
Lady
to
of
acquire
Pain.
this griffin, this move?
The planes.
Well, Lily is currently in the process of getting her paperwork to get him back.
And where would we find Lily?
She is at the yawning portal.
Yes. My brash friend, I'm afraid it might be in your best interest to leave the griffin here. We should go talk.
I look at the Griffin. What does the Griffin want to do? We just got 20 on that
Bun.
animal
The-
fronding.
The Griffin.
I feel like Griffin wants to be with me.
The Griffin wants to leave.
I'm taking Griffin with me.
Okay.
And how does one take a griffin out?
One follows the griffin out.
So, Oswald will walk out of his office and walk into one of the stables, and he'll point up. And he'll look up, and he'll see that the parts of the stable opens up, and you can see the sky from it.
I'm going to hand our new friend here this letter. I'm like, have you seen this handwriting before? Do you know who could have wrote this?
Look at the table. Matt, compare it to what's on the table.
I just compared it to the one note. There's a lot of papers on the table, right?
I've never seen that handwriting before.
Are there any are there like Griffin saddles or something laying around?
If you are going to be taking Moo, I should give you his armor and his saddle.
Yeah, Moo's gonna help us investigate this.
Okay.
We have a feeling Moo may have been there. We just gotta figure out how to communicate.
Okay. So he'll go back into that closet that he opened earlier, and he'll bring out a saddle, and he'll bring out a set of green dragon scale armor.
For the griffin?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Ooh, you got
Yes.
some nice gear here.
I am fascinated by the barding that you are using for the griffin. May I watch you put it on?
I've never actually I've never put it on. It's not my armor that we gave him.
I see.
He had it from Lily. Lily explained that I guess his full name is Moo the Dragon Slayer.
Well, if you're gonna have a name,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Oh, did we tell our new friend that the one guy died?
No.
No.
No, Meta Moment, we purposely didn't.
Yep.
But I would, I'd be curious to know.
I still like his idea. Check that note against other stuff on the
Yeah.
table.
Start going through
So you'll
notes.
start looking at stuff on the table?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm
So you
putting
look
moose stuff on.
Okay, you're putting roll insight because you've never put anything on a griffin.
Totally failed.
Okay, so it takes you.
Somebody
a little,
come give me a hand. Give me a hand with this. Give me a hand with this.
Oh,
Move, sit still. Sit still.
well, here, you just roll with advantage. So I do a help action, so you roll a second d20.
Okay. Even worse. Roll a 2, then roll a 1. Somebody else. He doesn't know what he's doing. Somebody
I would
else
say
go
there.
there.
On a ship, I would be fine, but with this, I don't know.
I think we need help from the people that are watching to get him a reroll.
I don't.
Is anybody out there
Does
that
anybody have a reroll for
Oh,
him?
We still have those 2
2 and 1. Yeah, that's. We'll figure it out.
I have a couple rerolls myself.
We'll be here for a while, Oswald. Don't mind us.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll walk up. I'll take the stuff away from you and say, 9. This is how you do it right. 13 plus 8.
That's a whole lot righter than us.
Yes. So
I had the upside
he
down and
walks
back.
up and he just takes it from you and shakes his head and like in about 2
Sorry,
minutes
Moo.
has it on.
Goes
Like,
on
with no
top.
problems.
Oh, that's the front.
Yeah.
This
You had it backwards. You need to put it in the front.
barbarians, we don't use much armor and things, so I'm new to all this.
So you get it on him. What else do you have any more questions for Oswald?
I mean, when he starts taking over, I want to distract Oswald long enough so that they could look at the stuff on the table. So I start asking Oswald about like how long it takes to train a griffin, and like I just start. I mean, if you want me to make a deception roll, I try to just stretch time.
Well, you don't have to make a deception roll because he is very knowledgeable and
He's like, yay! Someone wants to know about griffins.
yes.
Whee!
So he just starts answering each question that you
Yeah.
have in much
Like,
depth.
do you have to clip their nails often? Like
Right.
anything?
Yes.
Like you have to.
Well, most people don't know.
Yes.
So
What is their diet?
you walk up to the table and did you roll your insight?
I'm going to use one of our 20s for that.
Okay, so
Okay.
they are not the same handwriting whatsoever.
Nothing on the table.
No, nothing on the table is the same handwriting. There are a few things.
As either note?
No. Well, not as other notes, as the
The first.
The-
they
as
only
the
don't have
first
to turn
note,
them over
sorry.
as the first note.
so as the first note, it is not. Everything else is, or most everything else is the same handwriting. There are a few like letters that are from different nobles talking about the head of the Griffin Riders, or not the head, but the Griffin Riders in general. But none of them are the same thing as the first note.
Just gonna wander down and look at the books. Do they have names on the spines?
Yes.
I'll
So the
look them
funny.
over and see if any pops out.
Most of the ones are Griffin books.
So the one about with all the horrible spelling that we figured out was a code
Yes,
is different from all the other writing.
correct.
But was John able to discover if the love letter matched any of the other paperwork on the table signed by Oswald?
No. So all of the stuff that is signed by Oswald matches each other, but they do not match that note.
Or the other love letter that he found tucked underneath? The one
No,
that
they do.
Oswald-
No, they match that.
So Oswald wrote the second love letter,
Yes,
signed O,
yes.
but we don't know who it's to.
You do know who it's to. It's to O Tent.
We were guessing O is Oswald.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotta break the news, don't we?
Yeah. I think it's time to break the
And
news.
it's also
getting comfortable on
it is
Moon.
also dated this morning.
Oswald, have a seat, buddy. Have a seat, fella.
So he sits down. He gives you a weird look, like, "What are you?"
I am from the Temple of Morden, and currently we have an individual over there that, well, we'd like to ask you to come over there and identify.
Who do you think it is?
Well, let's not jump to any conclusions. Perhaps you should just come along and
Yes, I would agree with my friend. He is a wise priest.
Well, okay, I guess. Sure. If you need me to identify someone, do you think it's one of the Griffin riders?
could be. We you know. Let's just say there was a feather nearby, and you know,
Oh, okay.
or maybe someone that they know, or
So how
perhaps
long
an enemy.
has this griffin been chained up?
Well, I mean, he gets one fly a day.
Who flies him?
O10 usually.
Oh. So, what time would Otan take him out?
He took him out yesterday morning, right before his shift, I guess, ended.
Okay.
Oh, where is this Otan? Where was Otan going when last you saw him?
I don't know. He was the one that we were just talking about that came here with his lady. I don't know where he was going after that.
Right. Well, let's go.
Okay, so you take Oswald out of the house place, go up, you fly out, and the rest of you go up through the stairs and go out through the shack.
That's a more reasonable means of transportation on one's own 2 feet, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed.
Are you carrying the chain, like, on top of the griffin, or?
Well, as soon as I got him all saddled up and he's comfortable with me, I just took it off, grabbed the reins, plopped on, and
Okay,
went up.
all right. Sounds like a plan. So you get up.
My new best friend here. 20, we're good.
I will collect the chain and pack it away, though.
Okay, so you collect the chain. The rest of you go out,
We might need it for the soda.
and you go. Where are you going next?
Temple of Morden.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so you go to the Temple of Morden. What is your plan?
Go to the room. Tell
Okay.
the guard to go get himself a cup of coffee
Okay.
and to bring back some other priests that can console someone if they have.
I also gave him some
Drama.
snacks while we were there.
Okay. So you go in. You open the door.
It's covered.
Yep. So Oswald is very confused.
I think I have some giant gorilla jerky in it.
Doesn't know what's going on.
Brace yourself.
You just like yank it back.
Pull it back.
And
I
you
want
can
to watch
see
his
that-
reaction as he does that.
You can see that Oswald is trying to compose himself, but he is devastated. And he's speechless. He just kind of sits there, staring.
Cover it back up.
Cover it back up.
Come outside. Let's go have a seat. Let's talk.
Okay, so you go out there and you sit him down, and he's just kind of sitting there. He doesn't even say anything. He just sits there.
Call some of the other priests over from the temple and say, get some soup for him, would you?
So they bring him back some food and some coffee.
While they were doing that, you are most likely very shocked, devastated for the loss of your friend. Can you help us to think of who might have done this to him?
Well, he only really hangs out with a few people. He is kind of, I wouldn't say new to the city, but all of his family is not from here, and so they don't live here. And he hangs out with me and Mistletoe and his lady friend that he brought around yesterday. But and I guess he has had some interactions with Lily as of late. To when he had to take her Griffin, she was upset, but I don't think she was this upset.
Can I have the letter?
Yeah, yeah.
Not the one we found on
The love
bad
letter?
spelling, but the love letter.
Yeah.
The love letter. Yeah.
I'll pull that out. Did you write this?
Kind of looks around, glares at him, and just nods.
I'm used to that. I'm a dark elf. People glare at me.
Okay, you pat him on the shoulder. He just kind of looks down.
Lad, by the anvil, we'll figure out who did this.
By Morden's hammer, we'll figure this out.
And the anvil.
And the hammer.
By the light of the listry.
Yeah, all right. It'll be a...
It'll be a group
I
effort.
move.
So are you gonna leave him there, or are you gonna?
We're going to tell him that we're going to leave him there, not to touch the body. Leave that alone. There may be more information that we can get from,
Okay.
not to disturb anything.
Okay.
We'll tell our priests and the guards. This has got to stay where it is. Keep him here, give him some rooms or somewhere to rest and console him.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So you leave.
So are we closer to the C ward or to the Yawning Portal?
Definitely the C ward.
Well, let's go see Kreska.
Yes.
That's the name we suspect is the lady.
Yeah,
Let's go
the
there.
lady friend.
All right. So you go there, and you see in front of you when you get to her house, this very large, white house with a marble stairwell leading up to the door, columns, and a ornate door that has very many gems inlaid on it, and you'll know that they are real gems. So it is a very expensive door as well.
No little screen.
No.
God, I'd really liked those.
I'm gonna, before we walk up towards the house, this time maybe I would hang in the back. And I have an idea. Perhaps I can appear to be Oten.
Or maybe that too. But I have a friend here fly up over and have a look from above.
I presume that was flying right now.
You know, I had an idea. As we approach the house, I kind of want to cast locate object for an empty vial of purple worm poison, or a used vial of purple worm poison.
How long's that last?
10 minutes.
Is it the casting time?
Casting time's an action.
Okay, so you cast that.
As we approach the house.
And it was 120-foot range or something like that.
Actually, it's within 1,000 feet. The nearest object of that type, because I'm not familiar with the specific object, but I can locate the nearest vial, or I'm specifying a used vial of
Purple worm.
purple,
We're familiar
purple
with
worm
poison.
poison.
Okay.
Yeah. Within 1,000 feet of me.
Okay. Pick even or odd.
Even.
Okay. Will you roll me a d10?
9.
Okay. There isn't one near here.
Okay.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was his lady friend.
No.
Or she's not here.
Or she
She's
disposed of
either
it
home
somewhere
or
else.
She's at the yawning portal.
We will find out.
Maybe she's not here. She's
You
at
go
the
up, knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go up and you knock on the door. You are flying above. Yes,
Yeah, this is, what kind of, it's a hut house, big house?
it's
Big
a
house.
big house.
Big
Fancy.
house?
Big
Okay,
fancy house.
I'll be flying above.
Okay, so you fly above the house. You go up and you knock on the door. And the door slowly creaks open and a lady pops her head out and she has long curly red hair.
Matches the description.
Yep. And she just, what can I do for you?
We are here to speak with you about Otend.
Otend, the head of the Griffin Riders.
Yes.
What about?
We were wondering if you could tell us where he might be. He has not been seen today. His usual shift.
I do not know where he is.
Did she seem to be telling the truth? Asked Bill with a 15.
She seems to be telling the truth. However, she does seem to be hiding something. I haven't seen him since the election. My father doesn't like him.
When was that?
A few months ago, I think.
Father.
And your name is
Kriska.
Kriska, yes. I am Wakuda. These are my friends. We have been commissioned by the High Council of Waterdeep to investigate a few things related to the Griffin Riders. Let me just roll that collide check. Handy dandy. Deception, 23.
Okay, she believes you. Very much so.
So we would like to speak to you. Perhaps a more private place.
And with that roll, I almost believe it.
Yes, I can bring you in here. Although, we will have to be quiet as my father is upstairs and he doesn't like the mention of Otend.
What's your father's name?
I forgot what the father's name is.
Okay.
Orador.
Another row.
Another O.
It actually starts with a U.
Another vowel.
Of course.
So she'll bring you into the house, and as you walk in past the front door, the first hallway is the walls are made of different aquariums. One wall seems to be fresh water, and one wall is salt water. And she has all different sorts of creatures in here, from octopi, different fishes, urchins, literally all the different.
Sea cucumbers.
I'm getting hungry.
All the
Fish tacos. All right. So they are very wealthy because I've probably never seen a private home with that many aquariums. Does this also seem like magical?
Roll either
Do you see
insight
any like
or
crazy
arcana.
glowing aquatic?
Any servants about?
I kind of want to look and see if I can sneak away and find a writing desk or a vanity.
Okay. So she'll lead you into.
13.
So it looks like the care of the aquatic life is done magically, and maybe the structure, the stability of the structure is magical, but none of the actual fish are magical.
Okay.
But she'll lead you into the living room where there's a very large rug, and on top of it there are couches and chairs and that sort of thing. And then the far wall is made entirely of a very large window door that opens out, and about 20 feet from the door starts the beach, and about 100 feet from where the beach starts is the ocean.
They have money. They have, right. So there's a lot of aquatic animals.
Yes.
You know, with Rome's warming, this is all going to be underwater in another 20 years.
So you have quite a collection here at home of the animals. Do you collect only aquatic animals, or do you also fancy other zoological interests?
Both. Most of this collection started when my father was much younger, in his sailing days. But I have continued the collection as my father can no longer sail. But it's only aquatic animals.
Is it not true that you moved here recently?
Oh, it is. It is true. If you look in some of the other rooms, you'll notice that there are still some boxes and things that are not unpacked. We only moved here about a month ago.
And why did you move?
We wanted to be closer to the sea.
And when did you first meet Otand?
When he
I
was...
purposely am inciting at this point to see if I notice, like, if she gets a little more nervous or guarded.
Go ahead and roll me insight. I first met him when he was, I believe it was when he was campaigning for the head of the Griffin Riders.
I got 12.
Okay. She isn't lying about that, but when you mentioned Otand, she does get more uncomfortable.
Okay. So you have known him for a few months, and but your father does not like him. Why is this?
I do not know for sure. I know that he would have rathered Oswald get the part as head Griffin Rider. I don't know why he didn't like him.
I'm afraid I have some bad news.
I'm still trying to find, like,
Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and sneak away. Make me a stealth roll.
I gotta do it at disadvantage because I'm in adamantine half plate. That's 6. So that's a plus a 3 or 4. So 10.
Okay, so you get up and start walking away, and Sheila says, "My friend, is there something I can get you?"
Yes, Drew, is there a restroom in here? We've been quite busy and I haven't had time to stop and relieve myself.
Just use the fresh water.
Ian, one of the things.
Real quick.
Why is there an odd tint to this water?
This filter's magical filters.
So you, it's just, yes, of course. Just down the hall and to the right.
All right, and we'll go down the hall looking for like somebody's desk or anything.
Okay. So you'll notice that down here, down on this floor, it looks to be mostly workrooms. Nothing that is like a desk. Like most of it looks to the house is sectioned off, and at the top floor would be the writing rooms, the work rooms, like the desks and things, and the bedrooms. And then down here looks to be mostly aquatic life, and the things to take care of it.
I'm gonna try and go upstairs.
Okay, so you walk upstairs. Go ahead. Roll me another stealth roll.
Another stealth roll. 7.
Okay.
Pops out with a double barrel shotgun. You're dead, son.
in here, you went to the room.
So one of the doors opens up, and this older man walks out, and he has a very obvious limp. And he looks at you and he goes, "Who are you? What are you doing?"
Oh, hi, I'm one of the inspectors for the council. We are investigating.
There are no inspectors here. You're not supposed to be here. And I'll like grab you by the ear and drag you down the stairs.
I would not do that, my friend. I'm gonna resist.
You're gonna resist?
Just
Okay.
grapple.
Go ahead and make me a stealth, or not stealth, a strength check.
Athletics,
It's a grapple check, so it's just strength.
strength. 19.
Okay, so
That's a burly boy.
so you like put your foot down and he like kind of falls, like not falls back, but like moves backwards a little bit as he's surprised that you're such a strong person. He looks at you and says, "See, I told you know an inspector. Inspectors aren't that strong." And I'll like try and tug on your ear again and like try and continue bringing you downstairs. He's not trying to be like hurtful. He's just trying to
Okay.
get you down the stairs.
I think I'll follow him down the stairs.
Okay, so you follow him down the stairs. He still has a hold of your ear, and he's bringing you down the stairs. He
I'm
brings
going
you
to
into.
physically remove his arm from my ear though.
Okay, so you remove his hand from your ear. He grabs your wrist, and he continues down the stairs, and he brings you into the living room, and he goes, "Chrissy, what is this?"
What's his name?
Orador.
I'll,
And she looks, and her eyes widen, and she just like kind of closes them and opens. They came knocking on the door. They had some questions about.
let me handle this, please. Orador, are you familiar with the second in command of the Griffin Riders, Oswald?
Yes, of course.
He's currently at the Temple of Moradin, and we need you to come with us.
Why?
We just got a huge donation.
He's suffering.
How much?
$1,140.
Oh my gosh.
Each player gets one magical item of +2 AC, 6 advantage rolls, and 5 nat 20s and 10 rerolls
For each?
For each player.
per player.
5.
And we have doubled our donation goal, which means
And how many rerolls?
Wow, somebody wants to win all that swag.
yeah,
Somebody wants to win it.
the
10 rerolls each,
Kind
5
of
nat
somebody.
20s each.
5 nat 10s, 6 advantage rolls,
Oh my
and
gosh.
10 rerolls. And
An item that
Dang.
gives +2 to.
So basically, your game's
+2
over.
for
Yes.
We're about to win. So what is it? 15 rerolls?
10 rerolls, 5 nat 20s, and 6 advantage rolls.
So let me guess. Bag of beans for everyone?
Oh no, everybody, your armor's now enchanted to +2.
10 rerolls.
What do I do?
Oh, jeez.
Barbarian.
+2, well, you can have bracers of...
Yes. So you'll just get a magic item that allows you to have +2 to your AC. That doesn't technically count as a.
In fact, I think it was that. Oh, what was it called? Hold on. The White Cloud Amethyst Amulet.
That's it, buddy.
All right, there you go. There you go.
You went
Write it
swimming.
down.
I love it when the plan comes together.
That's right.
Yes.
And I am increasing our goal, stretching our goal out to 3,000.
Wow.
All right.
Thank
cool.
you. Who was that noble and worthy friend of ours
That was...
that just, who were the people that brought that number skyrocketing?
The Night Harbinger is the name.
Night
He was
Harbinger.
one of the mods this morning.
I say huzzah, Night Harbinger.
Huzzah.
Ah, woo.
Huzzah to the temple.
All right.
Under the
So-
circumstances, I think it's only wise to use persuasion
Okay.
with a nat 20
Yep.
to convince Urador to join us, along with his daughter, and come to the Temple of Morden, a perfectly safe place to help console Oswald, who is suffering.
Why must we console him? What has happened?
Do you not know him?
Well, I know him in general, but we're not like good friends or anything.
Well, your daughter did make it clear that you did favor him. I would
Well,
see
yes,
why
I-
somebody would favor somebody if they didn't know them at all.
I said I know him. I'm not great friends with him.
You
But
know
I will-
Oswald.
I don't.
You said there's a
I
big
wouldn't
window.
say him.
yes.
I'm gonna swoop down on this big window. I'm gonna go donk, donk, donk. Let's go. They're taking too much time at this guy's house. Let's get it moving.
Are you refusing to go to the Temple of Morden and help us out here?
No, I'm just
Then
curious
let
as
us
to.
go.
There are no.
We shall get into the details when we arrive.
Come on, we're wasting time.
Out of game question. How much time do I have left?
It is 4 o'clock right now, or almost
So-
4, 10 to 4.
Oh,
So what time am I supposed to end?
Originally it was
Soon?
3:30. Originally 3:30 because the game I run is.
Yeah. So we started
Half an
the
hour.
game half an hour.
Yeah. So is a half an hour good? That's, I mean, we're gonna be over, but can you, okay.
So, yes. However, when you try and force him to come out of the house, the dad is going to snap his fingers. And all of you immediately fall into this giant pool.
Oh no.
Knew it.
except for me.
Except for you. You're outside of the house currently. The 5 of you fall into this giant pool, and there are 2 very large sharks.
I want to grab the liver before I fall.
Okay, maybe a dexterity save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
I see this happen. I'm gonna smash that window.
okay, so you
Yeah,
smash
I'm-
the window,
yeah,
you
I'm
grab
trying-
the ledge.
I'm gonna try and grab for the ledge too.
Is it a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so you grab the ledge.
I'm going in, baby.
Okay, so you go in. Do you go in?
Can I nat 20 a dex check to avoid falling in?
You can nat 20 a dex check to grab onto the lip so you do not sink.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Are you going in or are you trying to save yourself?
I'll do a dex save, I guess.
Okay, so do you use your nat 20 or are you going to actually.
I'm gonna actually roll for it, I think.
Okay.
10, 11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
So you are not able to grab the
In I go.
ledge. And so
Is it a
you
reroll?
go
I got
in.
10 rerolls.
Use a reroll.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just do one more time real quick.
It would be,
Nope, it's worse.
you have 10, use another. It would be rude not to. It was a huge
No, you have to
donation.
keep. You have to keep the
You have to keep the
reroll.
second reroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. So you go in.
You can re-roll the re-roll.
Don't worry, Trev, I'm with you.
So you're both inside with these 2 very large hammerhead sharks on either side of you. And then when that happens, the mom or the dad and the daughter are outside. They did not fall in, and they are starting to change.
Told you.
Tentacles and eyes.
No.
Purple worms.
No, they are not purple worms. Let me pull up a picture of what they look like so you can.
Oh, there's a picture. That never goes
Do they have
well.
chins like this?
Oh, no.
No, but they do have big meat.
That won't work.
They really like fish. I'll bet they've got gills.
They do really like fish.
Oh, boy.
I'm a huge fish fan myself.
Not
I go to at least 3 shows. Oh, my bad.
Fish tacos.
You will not be able to go
Dang.
to the next
Let's
one if
see
you
if
don't
I
stop
can.
these two. That's a roll.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they're those guys.
Oh,
I
it's
see it.
switched.
No.
It's
Oh no.
Zoom in.
Hello.
Topo Music Cal donates $10. The DM has a nat 20 to use now.
Yay!
Oh no. Even the playing field here.
I have no clue, but it's got
I
tentacles.
know, but it's scary looking and it looks like it can swim and eat.
Gross.
Good thing I have a griffin that can swoop down.
Okay, so you go and let's roll initiative.
20.
Okay.
Oops. 20.
Wow.
Okay, I actually will use one of my rerolls for I hate me.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reroll.
So
There we go.
what was your character name?
You're not doing it.
add a proficiency bonus?
I got
Dexterity.
initiative if you want me to.
Oh, you
Alright.
do
Sure.
that.
Yeah, I'm -1.
All right.
I'm gonna use
20. 20.
So I have a 22.
13.
Boom.
4.
Larry
Yeah.
and Travis. I don't know who has the higher dex, but you're both at 20.
My dex is
Who's
14.
13 for me.
13.
I'm
Alex,
at
what are you at?
15.
Alex there. John, what are you at? 8. And the bad guys are somewhere in there. Okay.
The bad guys get 17.
No! Right in the middle.
Yeah, after me.
Bill, Larry, Travis, bad guys.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm going to viciously mock a hammerhead shark. You have to make a wisdom save, DC 15.
Okay.
Always starts with a taunting.
I am Wakuda of
He
the
does not make
Fallen
it.
Seas. He takes 1 point of psychic damage. And now,
Okay.
now he's just going to have disadvantage.
Okay. Sounds great.
That's done. And then I swim away.
So you have half movement with your swimming, and you also they will have an attack of opportunity against you because you were within range when
Okay.
you fell. So
How do
do you
you-
want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
So I don't get my shield bonus because I'm swimming, but thanks to my new and improved armor, I still have a 23 AC.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not gonna hit you. It'll be a 20, but it won't hit you.
I do so everybody knows, Wakuda is a sailor. I have the sailor background, so he's,
So you're familiar with sharks?
yes.
Hammerheads in particular. So when you mock them, it's like your mother was a
Yeah,
mallet.
it's like,
and your
I
father
fought in your
bit his
general
nails.
direction. Exactly. All right, Larry, you're up.
Okay. Well, Orpheus has a 20 strength, so I want to pull myself up
Okay.
and run at them with one action, and with my other action do an attack.
You can do that.
I get to attack, so do I still get to attack?
Get him.
Yes.
Okay, then I will,
Because the pulling yourself is just you're burning half your movement. It's
Right,
like
okay.
getting up from roll.
all right. I rolled an 18 for the first attack. Is that a hit?
Yes.
And the second attack, I rolled, let's see, what is that? 19. That's a hit, okay.
Yes.
And so then it will be 7 points on the first hit, and I'm going for the one that used to be the father.
Okay.
And
Can you tell the difference?
12 on the second.
Based on clothing?
Yes. Yes, based on clothing you can. And I'm sorry, what?
12 on the second.
12 on the second? Okay. Sounds good. And so is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Travis, you were up.
All right, so Torvin doesn't talk very much, as you probably have noticed. But as soon as he gets into like this sort of action mode, he immediately speaks in his native language. It's like Nein, geh doch nach Hause, and he points his fingers at both of the sharks and casts a banishment or banish.
It's
Yeah.
punishment. Okay.
Yeah. So I need charisma saving throws, and they need to beat 16.
Just don't know what I've been missing on my chest.
I feel like hammerhead sharks might not have a really great charisma.
So I have a -2
Yep, that one's gone.
and a 1.
Yeah, the other one's gone, and I'm like,
Just straight up gone, bro. You just demi-planed them.
yeah, you
For a
don't need
minute.
to worry about them anymore. We are good.
For a minute.
For 1 minute, let's get out of the water. Schnell.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'll use my movement to go over to the side and pull myself up.
Okay.
So
you can do
skipping
that.
those bad guys, but your two
Yes.
dad and daughter.
Okay, so the dad and the daughter are going to attack you because you ran up and attacked them. So
AC 22.
okay, one will hit. With one hit, the other is not gonna hit with either hits. So that'll be 10 slashing damage. And then, out of the back corner, a very large toad-looking creature walking on 2 legs will walk.
Does it have tentacles?
No. It has arms. And I will show you a picture of what this looks like too. Because
Sounds fishy to me.
Nice.
okay, so it'll walk out and it's going to attack you. That will not hit. But it reached out and tried to grab you with its tongue.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, you're up.
All right.
This is what it looks like, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Lovely.
Moo and I
Yes.
are coming through this large window.
Yes.
Large pool room.
Yep.
What kind of attacks does Moo get?
Really good ones.
2
yes.
claws and a bite?
Yes.
All right. Let's, I'm gonna go rage mode,
Yeah.
Okay.
which means I will get 3 attacks, I believe. Raging, I can make a single melee attack
Frenzy,
as a
yeah,
bonus
yeah,
action.
Frenzy.
Frenzy.
2 plus frenzy.
So I'll get my bonus damage. I'll get my 2 plus the frenzy. Moo's gonna get 3 attacks. And
Take the toad out.
with the toad, who should I go for? One of these people.
The toad's the biggest, right?
The toad.
Yes.
Toad
the toad.
inside or outside?
The toad is inside, next to him, and it is a very large. It is a large creature.
I can like swoop in and just come flying in.
Yes, because actually the ceilings in this place are 40 feet up, so
All
they're
right.
huge.
Toady. We're attacking the toad, so we're gonna go claw, bite.
Okay.
17, 13.
Remember, you got like
Oh, I know.
20.
17,
just
13,
kicking it
and
in the
8.
wind.
The 8 does not hit, and the 13 does not hit.
We'll re-roll that 8.
Okay.
We'll re-roll that 8.
Both the 13 and the 8 do not hit, so there's 2.
Okay, 20. So the bite's
Yes.
gonna be
Nice.
the bite's gonna be
Crit.
20 for a crit, and
Okay.
we'll re-roll the 13. Okay, that one's 2, so that'll miss.
Okay.
So the claws, first claws, how much damage?
I don't know. Let me find out. I can look it up.
Griffin.
Yeah.
I don't know what monster.
It's a fantastic idea getting this Griffin.
Yes.
Barbarian with a greatsword riding a
Okay,
Griffin in
so
dragon scale armor. Like,
The
come on.
Griffin,
Yeah.
his beak does a D8 plus 4, and it has plus 6 to hit. And then the claws are plus 6 to hit with 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage.
So we got 2, 5, 7, 11 with the claw.
Okay.
The D8 was a critical, so that's 8 plus another D8, right? 5. So, and then it gets a plus
4.
4.
17, right?
So 17.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
Good job.
And that's just the Griffin.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 5 and 1d8 plus 4 times 2, 21 for Moo. All right. Then for me, I'm just gonna go right in and triple nat 20 this thing for some
Yes.
for some
Okay.
for some mega barbarian action here.
So that's.
And so that's
Is
gonna
it
be
2d6 every attack?
For what?
it's
his
2
greatsword,
2d6 plus 5 because I'm raging.
12, 17.
And I get, when I'm using, I get +3 for my rate. Yeah, +3
it's
for my rate.
17 for each attack,
So
right?
it's +6
So
because
that's 51 already. So just roll 3 more 6-siders and add it to 51. Good
54, 57, 56, 59. Brolled the brash coming through to wreck
The
house.
toad is gone.
Yes. Yes.
Flying
It
through.
was supposed to take a lot longer than that.
It would have been if we had nails.
I'm picturing like a double swipe cleave coming
You
down.
can do whatever you would
Thanks,
like.
Harbinger Knight.
Looking like Tusk from Killer Instinct.
All right, that is amazing. Mark, you are up. There's still a dad and a alien daughter, 2 foes.
How close are they to each other?
Within 5 feet of each other.
Yes.
Oh, great. Flame
Do it.
strike them.
Okay.
46 fire and 46 radiant.
Do I have a save or anything?
Save for half.
Okay, what type of save?
It is a. Doesn't say. It's an area effect, so.
My
Dex.
highest possible currently is a 10.
Dex save.
No way.
Your DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus
Yeah,
your spellcasting.
he's way over that already.
I
At 9th level, he's way over
think you
that.
can get over. I think you're over 10.
11 and 16
Okay.
on the 2 amounts of damage,
I
so.
think right now my save is 19. My DC spellcasting DC.
Okay.
Only 7 total.
Of
Ouch.
2 different damage.
Oh, this is coming through
Excellent. John,
slicing
you ready?
stuff up.
You're up.
Is that 27 to both of them?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
27 to each of them.
Is how
Unless they
much
say-
space is there around them where that I could position a fireball?
You would hit him no matter what.
You would
Without hitting him?
Yeah.
No,
So-
you cannot.
Friendly
You
fire.
cannot do it without hit him.
So I'm going to pull myself up over the edge,
Okay.
and I'm going to pull out my singing sword, and with a dance and a flourish, I strike it in the ground before me, and I'm going to summon my spiritual guardians.
Okay.
And as I strike my sword, these elven maidens with long swords and long flowing hair come out from behind me and start swirling around me.
Okay.
And I'm going to summon my spirit guardians at 5th level. So,
Okay.
so every turn, anybody, and I'm going to move toward the enemies and get just right up there, because any enemy within 15 feet of me will suffer 5d8 damage on their turn.
Okay. All
Speaking
right.
of which, top of the order, it's me.
Yes.
I'm gonna climb out of the pool.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
right.
what else to do.
That takes your movement action.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
You don't want to attack? Don't you get a movement and some attacks?
Yeah, but if it burns my movement, just getting out of the pool, I can't make it over to where they are.
Oh yeah, right on.
That's okay.
Ranged?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have had it ready.
True.
Sure. All right. Who's
All right,
next?
Larry's up.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to action surge. That will give me an additional action and a possible bonus action. How many of those can I make attacks?
You can make an
You
attack
can-
on an action surge.
Yes, you can make an attack.
So you have your normal attack
Yes.
action.
You have
plus
2
can use
attack
the surge.
actions, which at your level you should have 2 attacks per attack action.
So,
Right,
so 4 attacks?
4 attacks.
All right. That is a 19,
Don't want
Yes.
to waste those nat 20s on the final battle, huh?
18,
Yes.
a 25,
Yes.
and a 23.
Yes.
Okay.
So how are you splitting those up, or are
2
you?
on each.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 on
Good one.
each.
I didn't have that one prepared.
16
See, I play a cleric
and
frontline fighter too.
15.
Yeah, right.
So that'd be 31 on the father who I've already hit.
Okay. He's dead.
And with the white cleric,
And
a bunch
then
of fun attack
16
spells.
and
Light
13,
cleric.
29 on the daughter.
Okay.
Now, you can't carry those
nat 20s and re-rolls over to DMing because he said they were for players.
I've got another game after that.
All right, go Travis, you're
Yes.
All right. Are they within 10 feet of each other?
Yes. Well, one's dead.
Oh, one's dead. So is there only one left?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well,
Daughter.
I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith then immediately next to her.
Okay.
So she has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay,
Of 16.
You weren't supposed to manage the sharks. They were supposed to keep some of you distracted at the beginning. That's
Well.
a nat 1.
Yeah, that's 20 radiant damage then.
Is that a concentration spell?
The banishment is, but it doesn't matter. They're just back in the pit.
Yeah, and we're out.
Yeah, we're already out of there, so it's fine.
And you will notice if you drop concentration on banishment, the sharks are not hostile any longer. They're only hostile if you are inside of their pool.
Sweet.
They're just territorial.
Yeah. All right. Well, then the 20 radiant damage for that one. And
Okay.
Angry
Yeah.
sea bass are in the water.
Okay. So she's not looking great.
It's her turn.
It's her turn.
Yep.
She is gonna. How close are you to them?
It's her turn?
Yes.
She needs to make a save.
Oh yeah, that's right. Trigger.
16.
19.
Okay.
What?
So we get 5,
He's got
One.
summon a guardian that attacks during their turn. If they
7,
They're
13,
hostile and they're in the range.
20.
20, 23.
Okay, so I got a nat 20 a bit earlier, so I'm going to use my nat 20 on this save and take half of that.
Half of that, that
Yes.
would be
11.
11.
Yes.
As my elven maidens
Okay.
fly through her and condole her with their
Okay.
swords.
Iron
So she-
Maidens?
Elven maidens.
oh, sorry, you went like this. I was like,
So she is not doing
It does
good.
look like
Just
like
so
an 80s
y'all are
metal
aware,
cage,
she has 3 hit points left, but she is going to go and she is going to try and attack you
Oh no.
and not hit.
Oh no.
So she.
Oh no.
It's not her turn anymore. So whose turn is it?
Alex's turn.
It's your turn.
I'm swooping in, baby.
Okay.
We got Moo coming in. 20, 15, 17.
3 hits.
Wow.
Moo's coming in.
She's got 3 hit points. 3 hits.
Yeah, done. That's
She is dead.
that's
She's
at least
gone.
Kind
14.
of fitting that the Griffin finished her out too. isn't it?
Yeah, the
Swooping
dragon
down.
and the deep scion slayer. All right. So that's where this ends. You'll find out that she is the one who killed Otent.
And dispatched of the real Kreska?
No. So
Oh.
no, she was the real Kriska. So what happens is deep scions are servants of a kraken. And the way that people are turned into deep scions is when they're out sailing, the kraken will sabotage their boat and make it so they have to make a choice between becoming a deep scion or drowning. And so a lot of people choose to turn into a deep scion, which the process to become one basically is they strip you of your emotions. They strip you of any connection you had to the regular world, except for the fact that you can still turn into your previous form. So you can turn back and forth from the scion and your human form and still go. You still have all of your memories and everything, you just don't have any emotions attached to it. So you can still go back, and they send you to different places to become their
Emissary.
yes. And so the kraken is the one who told Kriska to murder Otant, and that is why he is dead. Because she got close to him to be able to take him out.
So they were killing off the Griffin
Awesome.
guards so that the dragon
They could just
attack
roll right
town.
into the harbor. See?
Yes. That was the idea.
On. All right. Well done.
Roll
Saved Waterdeep.
We are the champ. Actually, you know who the champion is? Harbinger Knight, because I'm rolling over. I still got 9 rerolls, 5 nats, and 6 advantages. So thank you all for sticking around. Stay tuned. We're going to take a short break, and then we're coming back with Larry's game. So thank you all for your support and donations and all those things. Alex, you got a bounce?
This was it. I had
All
2
right,
games
buddy. So
in me.
thanks for coming to the
We got
Thanks.
my nephew Michael's gonna be stepping
Right
in on
on.
the next 2. So
All right. All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Well, it's very good to play with you.
yeah, it's great.
Yes.
It's great playing with you
Now
guys.
I've played with all 3
Mike, you're gonna
guys.
get some. You're gonna get some bonuses here.